in the building with PassportNomad once again. Today we're going to be doing a couple of reviews of some videos that I've been checking out on TikTok and YouTube. And I've been meaning to do this for a while, so I'm going to give this a shot. And the topic is covering pretty much, one is going to be about dating relationships and what I'm seeing as far as it goes is the problem with women in America and the Western mindset. But first I'm gonna hit it off with about 2 or 3 videos of what I've seen on TikTok. So without any further wait, let's run the clips.
Go ahead.
I think we're singled out. And
You stand for
we
your
have
behavior
nobody.
stands out.
When you have a system of women like us that is we are constantly having to defend every move we make, from
Look at all
Walmart
you're
to the
doing.
workplace, from the workplace to school with the children. If it seems like we're loud or obnoxious or something, you're gonna call us combative. You're gonna call us combative.
Like it.
And I'm telling you, in some cases, women are picked on. Black women are picked on. They are. I don't know why you don't believe that.
Because I'm going to ask
And I
you
wonder,
something.
and I also want to tell you this.
Right now. I'm going to confront you right now.
Okay.
Name me one thing that black women are accused of that's a lie. Do that for me, ma'am. We all know this is going to take a minute, isn't it? And I'll sit here and I'll give you the time.
No, I know what it means when you start turning your head. No, you're right. You're right about that. But I'm saying, is that stretched out of proportion?
Let me talk, if you would. Let me talk.
So what is one thing he said that black women are accused of doing that isn't true? And she had to really think on it. Like, he's serious. Like, I will give you the time. We know that we all know this is gonna take a minute. And she couldn't name one thing. And then she tries to deflect and say, no, I know what you're trying to do. But then she says, oh, you're right. But then she wants to come back and but. I was like, wow, man, like the need to be right. The sign language women use, they want to blame, they want to accuse, they want to, defend. They need it's the N in sign. It's the need to be right. They just refuse to take a L, I was like, dude, just put it out there. And she couldn't name one thing or anything like that, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, anyway, moving right along.
So that's what it's about then.
Okay.
And you still being ungrateful. You
see what I want.
Alright, so let's say in an event I couldn't afford no wedding like that.
Then we wouldn't be getting married.
So that's what it's about.
That's
then.
exactly
It's about the money.
It's not about the money. It's about what I want, and what I want is.
But I thought what you wanted was me, though. I thought we was doing this for our love.
We can do that for love. That's
I just want to live like a normal, little, nice, little, happy, quiet life. But she want to be all festive.
Yes, because I'm a festive person.
And try to keep up with the Joneses. Like, that's not what it's about. I don't even know the Joneses.
I'm a festive person, and I like to have the best, and I deserve the best. And that's what you said
social
you
media.
Want to give me.
That's social media stuff about your head.
Words, stop being cheap.
That's social media stuff about your head. Words, stop
being cheap. I'm not getting married at no point.
I'm nothing cheap about me, but I'm just saying.
That's like a joke right now.
We could be using those expenses for other stuff.
Okay, you can make more money for other stuff after we get my wedding that I want. So don't ask me to marry you. Don't ask me to marry you at your courthouse.
So do you want to marry me or you want to marry my wife?
I want to marry at the venue that I picked out, and that's that. Like, there's nothing else really to talk about. You can give me what I want and don't give me nothing at all. You can marry somebody else at a courthouse. I'm not taking that from you. If you want to get married at a courthouse so bad because that's important to you, you can do it with somebody else.
It's just why spend all the extra money for the
because
same?
Because that's what I want. That's what I want, and that's what I'm gonna have.
Right, so maybe further on down the line, maybe that could happen.
Do it right the first time, and you don't gotta do it again. Do it right the first time. You don't have to do it again. If you want to get married at a courthouse, go do that with somebody else. Be cheap with somebody else. But if you want to be with me, you already know. I already said my piece. I said my piece. I'm not gonna keep talking about it because it's getting redundant at this time.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell?
wow. Like, really? 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 Yo. Entitlement. Entitlement, entitlement, entitlement. So I just don't, you know what? Some women, I'm not saying all women, but some women out here just, they feel so entitled. I don't know where to get it from, the TV shows, the entertainment, music, the whatever, the media, social media. Like you said in the beginning, social media, it must have gotten in her head or something. She feels so entitled that she deserves to have a big wedding. She deserves to have, you know, the best things, the biggest wedding and all this. And that. She's doing that because she wants to either show out in front of her friends and all this and that, invite everybody to a big, fantastic princess fairy tale wedding, when, you know, if the dude doesn't have enough to afford it right now, I mean, it's not supposed to be about the money and everything. Marriage was supposed to be about a joining of two people that actually love each other. I mean, like, where's the love in that situation? All that shows me is that, you know, she's too materialistic, and she wants way more than what, you know. It's over. Oh, wow, it's a headache, bro. Don't marry her. Don't marry her. He was like, even, you know, thanks for showing me this now. Thanks for showing me how you are now. Before I put that ring on your finger, and then I have to go through all this with you later. And they could always set up a bigger wedding later. He was putting that interesting point out there for her, but yet she didn't want to settle. She didn't want to accept it. That's crazy, bro. That's real crazy. Yeah, that's a red flag if I ever knew one. Fellas, it's that bad out here. I'm like, wow. Don't do it. Well, moving right on along, the next video is going to be about a video that's been going viral on TikTok and everywhere, you know, on I believe on the internet as far as YouTube. It's regarding the Cheesecake Factory date, and the lady that turned down getting out of the car to go into the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. So I already saw the first part of this, but she came back on later trying to explain herself and why she acted the way she did. So I heard about this video, and I figured out, let's just hear what she got to say. Moving right along.
Hey guys, this is Alicia. It's been a while, but there have been quite a bit of things on my mind. I believe that many of you have seen the, now viral video about me choosing to reject the Cheesecake Factory because I wanted more from my date. I want to, let me say this. It's interesting to me that just how a moment in time, right, can shape how so many view you. And so I want to talk about, I'm trying to remember, bear with me guys, I wrote down some notes so I can remember everything I want to say. I watched the comments, the shares that you guys, the opinions that you guys had. And I have reflected on all of them, processed all of them that I was able to read. Many of you have been vocal about how entitled I was, how I misused this man. And I want you to understand that my mission has always been for women, to empower women, for women to feel respected, cared for.
Right. Female empowerment.
Not be misused, or abused, right?
Be protected and respected. Where was the respect for him and the way he was treating him by putting your business all out there for the whole world to see. Guy was even being a gentleman. He even offered to open the door for her, and she wouldn't get out, and she started, going off, acting the way she did. Wow. Respect.
I've seen and heard many a horror story, men and women, not just women, men and women. And I wanted to make sure that this was a topic that we brought attention to. Many of you interpreted within, interpretations that I saw. I want you to understand that this was never about exposing or embarrassing anyone. The purpose was to spark discussion, to foster learning and growth, right? But I've seen some interesting interpretations. And it has caused me some more questions. There have been some hurtful comments. People wanting to come for my job. It's interesting to me how angry someone can get about something, things that don't directly affect them, to the point where you want to be harmful, right? All while screaming respect.
Okay, yeah, that right there, I wouldn't agree with either. I mean, I don't care. It's my opinion, but it doesn't give me the right to get so angry that I want to come, mess up your life in any kind of way or harm you. That's just crazy. Anybody that tries something like that, they got some real issues. So, yeah, it's a shame. It's sad to say, but we do have people out there who are a little unhinged. But moving right along.
But because I am one who loves to discuss things, right? Who's always open to learn and grow, I've decided to sit down for an exclusive interview with Kevin Wesley. So guys, you're going to get your opportunity to talk with me and Jay a bit more.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right there. My thoughts on this, if you've seen the actual first video of what she did to this guy on their first date, he took her to the Cheesecake Factory, and she recorded herself refusing to get out of the car because it was the Cheesecake Factory and she wanted more from her date, as she was saying. This is, mind you, this is a first date. You're getting to know somebody, and you want the man to, I guess, spend a tremendous amount more money on you to take you out on the first date. So I guess she was expecting a fancy restaurant and all this and that. And the way it was the way she was coming off to him on the video. She came off very, how would you say, very entitled, as it was pointed out to her, and she read it in her comments, that she was acting very entitled. She actually said, what kind of person would take a person that looks like this? This is what she said in her video, to a place like the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. Like she's all that, and she's worthy of getting all that on the first date. This is, mind you, getting to know a person. So you want me to spend all my money, taking you to somewhere real expensive, and we're just getting, to know each other. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? What's wrong with, going anywhere else, the Pancake House or wherever, and it's a shame that this is the mindset of some women. They expect all this and a box of chocolates and horse carriage, everything. You know, they have all these expectations of a person on the first date, and you don't even really got to know the person yet. For the man, it's like, come on, man, I'm going to spend all this money on you, invest all this time into you. You want me to come out my pocket for all this money, and I'm just getting to know you. Minded that I was interested when, and I came and approached you and said I wanted to get to know you. But this is the first date. So we don't fully know each other yet. You don't know if you're going home together or whatever else, like what's in it for him. Like, some women just use it as a eat free ticket and all this, and that many women have done this to men, and they just don't get it, like, times are changing, and all this taking advantage of somebody and going to the next guy, for expensive dates on the first date, and the guy gets nothing out of it in the end. What do you expect? Some guys that actually, I know brothers like that'll take a girl out on the first date somewhere. It's like the Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory is actually expensive. It's not a cheap date. It really isn't. But you want more than that, But some guys will take a girl out to a place maybe even cheaper than that, just to test her and see what kind of girl she is. Because you know how some people, you start off on the first date, you try to get to know the person, and everybody shows you the nice side of them, the side that they want you to see. But later on, the truth comes out as you get to know a person by either living with them, learning their bad habits, everything like that, when they get mad, what sets them off, things like that. And then you know the truth of a person, how much you're able to handle or what you're willing to tolerate in a person. And if a person's coming off like that in a first date already, that's a red flag. I'm sorry, but it is. To us gentlemen, that's a red flag. I'm like, what kind of woman or I'm trying to get involved with, or, time and time again, the sense of entitlement, it's a turn off, in my opinion. It is, it really is. Now, I'm not saying this to judge her. She could probably be a nice person, and she just made a mistake. But if you come out and you expect all this out of a man on the first date, I saw the car in the video he drives. It looks like a decent car. He makes a good amount of money, But again, it's the first date, the very first date, and you want him to spend what? Drop a G on you or whatever, the first date, take you shopping and balling and all this and that. And what if it doesn't work out? What if something goes wrong on the first date? He just spent all this money on you. And for what? Y'all probably, you may not be compatible, but you're going to come back in this and not even apologize. Actually, the apology should be to him, because the way she treated him, the way she talked to him in that video, it wasn't a good look, And a lot of people came forward in her comments and reacted to that video, and in such a way that, what do you expect? Like, a lot of people disagreed with her and everything like that. That reminded me of a couple of dates I had in my past too, where it's like all the girl was interested in was, how much money I make, what kind of car I drove, all this and that. And if it wasn't good enough, then I wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? And you're gonna move on. You don't even know me yet. You don't even know me. And I'm like, wow, here I am trying to set things up so we can get to know each other, see what we have in common and everything. And for you to act like that, I'm like, wow. All right, then. See, I'm going to drive you back home. See you. Have a good life. Good luck on your you know, your future partners, whoever you may find, best luck to you. You're going to go your way, I'm going to go mine. Very simple. But like I said, I'm not here to pass harsh judgment on anybody. This is just my opinion, basically. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, and what's put out on the internet is put out on the internet. Once you put it out there, what do you expect? You're going to get both sides of the coin, you know, whether positive or negative. It's out there. Well, that was my thoughts for the day. What's yours? If you liked what you've seen so far, whatever, hit a like, give me a subscribe. If you didn't like anything, you disagreed with anything I said, that's all right too. Leave it in the comments. Well, until then, guys, y'all have a beautiful day. God bless you all, and have a good life. And please, 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 like, subscribe, comment, share, and support my channel. Thanks for your time, guys. Y'all have a beautiful day. Passport Nomad out.